What is going on, gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video. Here we are on a lesson on clarity, how to turn your life into a hero's journey. I love this concept. I think it's so fantastic, fascinating, all that good stuff. We're here. I got my Santa Cruz dragon fruit electrolytes, staying hydrated, locked in. Finished my morning lift today. It is a beautiful Monday. Got my momentum, got my life on track. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Let's jump right into this. So, a lesson on clarity. Got some fantastic looking artwork going on here. Put together a little video for you guys. We're going to talk about how to take your dreams, your ideas, and turn it into actionable steps to get clarity on what you need to be doing every single day. So this is a little bit of a follow along video. If you have a piece of paper nearby and a pen, that would be pretty helpful for you. Not helpful for me, but it's helpful for you. You'll be able to follow along, take action, and put together something nice for your own life. Should be about 10-15 minutes. We'll see. Maybe a little bit longer. Sometimes I like to yap, but let's jump right in. So what's first? What's first? Well, here's the thing. You need something worth losing sleep over, okay? A lot of you do not have that in your life. You don't have something that will get you out of bed with a little bit of fire to go do something in your life. So here's me in that position at 17 years old. No ambition, skinny neck. I'm a video game lover, no job. I was skinny fat, and I wanted more out of my life, obviously, but I had no clue what to do. Now, not to roast you, but you're probably in a similar position, if not the exact same position, and that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay to be weak, to suck, and to absolutely be terrible at what you're doing, but it's not okay to stay there, okay? Do something about your life. You are not a victim. Go take action. Life can be truly amazing. Now, here is what my life looks like now. This is after creating clarity, taking in the actions I need to activate that hero's journey. When you start to look at your life as a movie, when you look at your life as a journey, as the main character who's going through trials and tribulation, you start to enjoy life, dude. I absolutely love my life. I wake up with that God-given purpose. I'm not skinny fat. I work on my business every day, and I'm very confident in who I am, and I love the journey that I've been through. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Now, bear with me. I'm recovering from being sick a little bit, so I'm going to be taking swigs of this beautiful mango dragon fruit electrolytes. Okay, so actually live a life I care about. I by no means have it all figured out. Nobody does. That's the secret here. Everyone is just a child of God trying to figure out their purpose in this world. A lot of people have done fantastic, but me, I'm just a couple steps ahead of you. So I can help you get out of that beginner hell that you're probably stuck in. This cycle of video games, chasing after girls, wanting more out of life, but constantly falling back in. This video is for you. So what do we do first? Well, we need to create a target, okay? You obviously can't be shooting into nothing. You know, what is it? A ship with no sail. No, that quote is not helpful. A target to not aim for. When you don't have a target, you're just shooting at nothing. Okay, you're shooting in every single direction and hoping that something lands on something, and that is just absolutely a waste of time. Don't do that. I promise you, if you just turn your brain off here for a couple minutes and listen to me, I will teach you some fantastic methods to create clarity and to actually do something with your life. So this is where you are going to step in. You're going to take that little piece of paper that I told you to have, and you're going to take some action, okay? Maybe you're here and you're greasy Fortnite gaming chair. You're sweating it out. You've been playing video games all day and you got cheese whiz coming out of your pores. Just take a step back, okay? Don't worry about any of that. We're going to write down on a piece of paper. You can do that. You do it at school every day. I guarantee you do it in your own free time probably. So let's do this, okay? You need to set some tangible goals, okay? Here's some fantastic examples. Some of these are my own and things that I find valuable that I want to accomplish in my own life. I want to be 145 pounds of lean mass with developed shoulders. That's the physique I want to build. You know, similar to Baki from Baki the show. I want to make $500,000 with an online business. I didn't add it on here, but specifically within a 2-year time frame. I want to get married to my beautiful woman of God. I love her so much. She has red hair. She's amazing. I want to travel to Italy. That is a huge one for me. I feel so called there. I'm actually like 25% Italian, for those of you who don't know. So go back and explore my roots. Something I'm beyond passionate about is Italy. And I want to buy a home. I want to buy land. I have that manly testosterone urge to own land. I want grass. I want to be able to look at trees that are mine. So the thing about these goals, these are tangible goals. These are not dumb things as, oh, they're tangible, measurable goals. Forgot to mention that part. You'll know whether or not you actually hit these goals in your lifetime, okay? When you set goals like this, if you never actually become 145 pounds of lean mass, maybe you're like 6'5" and you're like, oh, I need to be 225 pounds of lean mass. Good for you. I'm not tall. Whatever your goals are, you'll know in your lifetime whether or not you've actually accomplished those goals. If you haven't and you died and you didn't accomplish them, it kind of sucks because you set out to do that goal and you never accomplished it, and that sucks. These are so much more than just get rich, get jacked, travel the world, because those are not measurable. Those are just like things that you want to say to people. Like, oh yeah, I went and got jacked over the last 5 years. Oh, I just finished traveling the world, or I want to travel the world. Those are just hopes. Those are dreams, not goals, okay? Those are things that you go to bed and think about that make you feel happy. Those are things you tell people about that you want to do with your life, but you don't actually do. Those are kind of pathetic. I'm not going to lie. Doing those things, and hey, I'm guilty of it too. I do it all the time. I'm not fantastic or amazing at this. I have actually created clear and ordered goals in my life, and I have things that I actually care about. But if you're just going around saying, oh, I want to get rich, oh, I want to get jacked, and it's been 2-3 years and you haven't accomplished those things, what the heck, man? We need to turn it into tangible, actionable advice that we need to take every single day. So let's hop on to the next thing. Re-engineer, okay? Now that we have clearly outlined measurable targets for your life, we need to start reworking them into actual actions to take. Chop wood, carry water. Whoa, voice cracked. I'm losing my voice. Chop wood, carry water. This is the actions that you need to be taking every single day. Okay, that's why I added a little tree getting chopped down right here. If you want to cut down a forest, the best way to start is one tree at a time, one hack at a time. You got to take that axe every single day and continually just keep chopping down that forest. It's a consistent action you need to be taking every single day. Let's take a little bit of our dragon fruit here. So, how do we figure out what we actually need to be working on? Well, this is where the re-engineer portion comes into play. So, like I said previously, we need to take a goal and actually rework it into a daily input. So here's an example from my own life. To make $500,000 in an online business, I want to develop a digital product. I'm going to set the price at $150. Then reworking that, like I said previously, I want to do it in a 2-year time frame. So I need 3,334 sales to accomplish that. And then to do that, I just need to do 5 sales a day. That is a simple daily input. Now, if we want to break that down even further, this is just random jargon for the metrics that I'm developing for my own business, but every single 100 people that visit my sales page turns into 1 sale. I have about a 1% conversion rate. So if I want to reach that $500,000, I need to have 500 people land on my sales page every single day, and I'll get 5 sales a day. That's it, dude. I need to get 500 people to visit my sales page. It is insane when you bring that into a measurable tactical input that you can do every single day, because then it becomes actually tangible. It's something you can reach out and do. You can do this again with your own, let's say, let's take the physique one. I want to be 145 pounds lean. Okay, so then how do I do that? Well, I need to hit the gym. Okay, great. Hit the gym. That's a good advice, good little goal to work on, but we need it to be tangible. So we need to set up a split. Right now I'm running the push-pull leg split. We need to have a specific daily input every single day. I need to be in the gym for 45 minutes at least, working out, hitting my targeted muscle specific group. Then I also need to eat clean. So my inputs would be hit the gym for at least 45 minutes doing my heavy compound lifts, and then I need to hit at least 145 to 150 grams of protein every single day, maybe stay in a slight caloric deficit, 200 calories. Boom, that's tangible things that I can do every single day to work on my goal. You write it out, and you put your daily input somewhere, post it on your mirror in your bathroom, post it in your car, put it somewhere where you'll see it every single day, your daily inputs that you need to do in order to accomplish the goal that you set out to accomplish. A goal without daily tangible inputs isn't a goal. It's just a thing that you think about. And it's crazy to me how many people won't actually do this. I regularly now take my goals and break it down into daily inputs so I have a clear picture in my mind of what I need to go out and accomplish every single day. If I don't have that, what am I doing? I care about my life so much that I want to wake up and go and do those daily inputs because it's hacking away. It's chopping wood, it's carrying water, and it's bringing me closer and closer to my goals. And that's what I really care about. So take whatever goal you have and break it into tangible set of actions you need to take. That becomes your daily routine. It gets you up early. You're like, oh, I want to wake up at 5 a.m. today because I have all these goals and inputs I need to go hit. Let's go do this and do something with my life. You need to do something with your life. You're sitting here in your sweaty, greasy gaming chair, and you're like, well, I can't wait to get rich one day. And you don't even have a set of actions you need to take every single day. So you're just sitting there existing, scrolling through that Andrew Tate motivational and inspiration content. You're watching all your stoicism stuff, and you feel great because you're watching the content, but you haven't taken any action all day. Have some self-reflection. Do something with your life. I'm a victim of this too, bro. It happens to everyone, but it's like, at some point, you need to wake up and do something with your life. Maybe you're 15, 16, 17, you're still young. But the sooner you do this, and the sooner you take action and actually live the life you want to live, oh my gosh, dude, there's so much fulfillment in that. It's crazy when you see people who are 40s, 50s, 60s, so far down the line that they've never taken any actions on their goals. And they're like, I wish I went to France. I wish I traveled to Russia. I wish I went to the gym more, blah, 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 blah. And it's like they have decades of not taking action on their goals because they didn't create their lifestyle. They never took anything in and created a lifestyle by design. And it's insane to me. People think I'm crazy for wanting to not live the normal life. I don't want to wake up and go to a 9 to 5. I don't want to be stationary to one spot and be sucked in to live in this crummy, like random city in the States where the cost of living is so expensive that I'm living paycheck to paycheck and scrounging to try and live a life that I don't care about. Why do people think that's normal? Go to college, get a degree, and then live paycheck to paycheck in a 9 to 5. Like, how many people in the United States out here in the West do you actually think take control of their lives and aren't living that paycheck to paycheck, living something they care about? Nobody. The percentage of people who actually live like this, it's got to be below 90%. And the sooner you take action on this, the sooner you live the life that you actually want to. Doing it in your 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, early 20s, get started, bro. Take action. This will compound. It'll take you 10 years maximum to go out and live the dream life you want to. After that, you are set, bro. You can do anything. You can literally do anything you put your mind to. I had someone, I'm going to rant to you here for a second, okay? We're going to stay on this page. I had someone who commented on a video that I had posted. It was on my TikTok. You could probably find it if you're watching this YouTube video recently when it was posted. And I posted on the YouTube, on the TikTok video, like, you could change your life at any moment you want to, right? Something along the lines of that. And then somebody commented on there, this is such a privileged take. This is a privileged take. That really got to me. I've been thinking about it so much. It is not a privileged take, okay? We are so blessed. If you live in the Western world, okay, you are so beyond blessed to have the opportunity to live the life you want to live. Now, some people out in those developing countries, they don't have the same opportunities as us, and they might not have the same chance to wake up and decide, I want to change my life. I want to go out and do something that I care about. They don't have that opportunity. They don't live in a country where you can wake up and change your life. To say out here in the West that this is a privileged take is beyond unfathomable to me. You have the decision every single day to wake up, choose your lifestyle by design, and change your life. If I could go into this camera and just slap you across the face, I could. If I could just slap myself, my younger self, I would. There's so much to your life that you can wake up and do, and you don't have to be a victim to the circumstances, to the norm, to the 9 to 5 college stuff. And this is real, bro. This is not me just preaching to get you all hyped up. This stuff is real. People out there are living the lifestyle and the dreams that you want to. People have done it. If they've done it, why can't you? Anyways, next part. I know I just went into a crazy tangent. Step 3, ready, fire, aim. Okay, there's a book about this. It's a name and a concept that I love. I've never read this book myself. I don't really know what it's about. I'm assuming it's this little concept that I'm going to teach you about right here, but dragon fruit. It's exactly the opposite of what people think you're supposed to do to achieve anything. take unbelievably fast action, adjust afterwards, fail fast, and fail forward. Once you have somewhat of an idea of the actions you need to take, go take them. Ready, fire, aim. Okay? If you have those daily inputs, set up a routine for tomorrow. Don't wait. Set up the routine for as soon as tomorrow. Go out, take those actions, and then adjust after that. That's where that aim portion comes in. Ready? You came up with your goals, your daily inputs. You figured out what you need to do. Fire. Take that action. And if it's not working, adjust, aim, get closer and closer. Other people spend months, years, and then it turns into decades of ready, aiming, never firing. They sit there with their bow out like this all the way until they're 60. And then they retire, and then maybe they get closer to their dreams. But now they have this like decaying body because they spent their entire lives eating sugary, crappy food. Don't sit there with your bow and arrow out for 60 years like this, waiting. Just shoot, aim, shoot, shoot, shoot. Go, go, go. Take action right after this. You have your piece of paper. You wrote out your daily inputs. And maybe it's not perfect, but as long as you take action right now, you'll have something tangible to work on. And then you can compound and take steps. The person who sits there just with his bow drawn, he's never going to hit the target ever because he never shoots. He sits there for 60 years. By the time you are done after 5 months in of just shooting, you'll start hitting that target. I guarantee it. The dude who sits there for 5 months aiming his bow, thinking about shooting it, thinking, you have been shooting for 5 months. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to hit the target. I guarantee it. Fail fast, move forward, do stuff with your life. Okay, let's expand on that previous example, okay? What system will allow you to sell a product 5 times a day? You're going to take this actions and break it down into a little bit of system, something that you can input, go, 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 okay? For me, social media would make the most sense. Test and iterate strategies. It gives you plenty of chances to fire, go, go, go. Test and iterate those strategies and get into the daily goal of 5 sales. After doing new ideas each day, you'll have feedback from your life and what's working best. Suddenly, you have a daily input, an action of firing, and spend that day. Maybe it's, sending out 5 DMs a day, posting 6 times a day. This is kind of jargon right here. I don't know why I wrote down that stuff, but the core concept is that you need to go out and start firing. Take that action, adjust as you expand on it, and suddenly you have a beautiful pathway ahead of you of goals that you have accomplished. Boom, 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 take action, fire, do it right after this video. Now, if you're interested in the business aspect of this journey, check out the Funnel Collective. I've linked it below. It's my personal business. It'll go into depth. This course teaches you exactly how to take the lessons you've learned from your hero's journey and convert that into a business. So if that sounds interesting to you, there is a full-length video on there that'll teach you how to take the skills you already have in your head and convert that into a business. So if you find that fascinating, go check it out. But if you're on this hero's journey, you want to turn into a hero's journey, it's exactly how to turn that into a business. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys watching this video, spending about 18 minutes or so with me. If you found any sort of value, anything that was helpful, anything that helped you in any aspect, like and subscribe. Go check out the Funnel Collective. It'll get you results so fast for turning into a business. I appreciate you guys. It's on sale right now because it's still before the launch date. If it's after like May 2nd or so, it's probably not on sale anymore. So go now. And if it's something you're interested in, buy it because this is the cheapest it'll ever be. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. Go achieve some greatness this week, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.